Hi, my name is Adetunji Shegum. Last class we talked on how to identify the sharp and flat. Uh, Today I'm going to quickly round up that on how to identify the sharp and the flat on the keyboard. Then after that, in our next lesson, we're going to take how to run the tonic Solfa on all the keys we have on the keyboard, which is very simple. But today, we want to quickly discuss about the sharp and the flat. I showed you the sharp and the flat last class. Now today, I'm going to show you how to know that this is the name of the sharp and the black keys we are. Sorry, the sharp with their black keys and the flat with their black keys also. Now we discuss about the music letter. Don't forget I said we have 7 music letters. The first letter is letter A, while the last letter is letter G. Now today we want to identify the sharps and the flat on the keyboard. Now let's look down to this place, please. Okay, I'm very sure we can see that. Now on this place, now look at this. We have the C, we all know that. We have the D. I said the white key at the middle of the 2 black keys is called key D. And this is another what key D. Also we have another key D because it's at the middle of the 2 black keys. Good. Now let's identify the sharp before we identify the flat. Now let's look at this. We have key F here because after letter D, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now if this is F, the black key at the front of F is called F sharp. Can you see that? Now which means if I come to this F here, this is D, E, F. Now where is the black key at the front of F? This is the black key. Now this is called what? F sharp. Now let's look at this. Let's look at G. If this is G, don't forget we have D, E, F, G. Then after G, we have a black key at the front of this. Now the black key at the front of this is called G sharp, which means sharp is always at the front of each letters. Why? I'm going to explain the flat. The flat is always behind of each letter, which means at the back of each letter. Now look at this G, for example. This G is at the middle of these 2 black keys. This is 3 black keys, 1, 2, 3. But the G is at the middle of this one here and the one here. So behind letter G, at the back of letter G, before we get to letter F, we have what we call G flat, which means it's going by a semitone backward. It's called G flat. Then we have this is G. If it move forward to this black key at the front, is called G sharp. Now let's take for example, we have D. There's a black key at the front of D, which is called D sharp. Why? We have a black key behind letter D, which is called D flat. Now if we have this, look at this. This particular black key has 2 particular names. Look at this, because this is C. This black key is at the front of letter C, so it's called C sharp. Now if you move to D here, when it's move backward, it's going to be called D flat, because it's in between letter C and D. If you look at this in a very simple way, which means a keyboard is being programmed by semitone, 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 semitone. Now look at this. Semitone here, it's moving by a semitone, by semitone, by semitone, a semitone, a semitone, a semitone, a semitone, and a semitone. We have another semitone. Look at this. That is the way a keyboard or a piano has been programmed. Look at this. Not even a keyboard alone. For a guitar, it moves by semitone, because we deal with tones and semitones in music. Don't worry, we're going to get to that level. So that is how to identify the sharp and flat. If you look at this now, I want you to practice this every day, every time, so you know how to identify the sharp and flat. Look at this. This is F sharp. If it's moved, it can also be called G flat. This is also called G sharp because it's at the front of letter G and is at the back of letter A, so it's also called A flat. C sharp, another C sharp, D, E flat, and E does not have the sharp. Also F does not have the flat. So that is how to identify the sharp and flat on the keyboard. Now for those of you that don't have a keyboard at home, next class, I'm going to get a marker board. Then I'm going to teach you how to draw a keyboard either on a A4 paper or on your board or on your sheet of paper that you can use in order to practice the sharp and flat on the keyboard. Thank you very much. I remain Adetunji Olusegun Emmanuel. Please, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can watch me on YouTube channel also. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.